Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good day so far. It is Tuesday, Election Day in the US of A, and it is November the 5th, a day that might go down in history. Well, certainly will. It's an election day. It's 9:27. We have 3 minutes to the open here, guys, watching the NASDAQ as usual. This could be a very boring video, or boring day for that matter, given that I likely won't trade today unless I see something very compelling. Let me take you over to the daily frame as usual. We have inside days here on the NASDAQ and the S&P with doji-style bodies, indecision bodies. Neither the bears nor the bulls are in charge here today. Very indecisive, neutral, balanced sort of range-bound configuration here today for obvious reasons, guys, as people just sit and wait for results to start coming in and what have you. It is to be expected. There could be some sudden moves one way or the other, who knows? But a neutral posture here on the daily chart. Bring you over to the two sisters 1 minute charts sitting around VWAP here, guys. This is a very narrow range. This little leg, for instance, here is 54 points on the NASDAQ, the equivalent on the S&P, about 9 points for this entire move here. So you can see we're just kind of grinding around, looking for some kind of direction here on the open in less than 2 minutes now. I'll put you on pause, guys. I'll bring you back for anything that may happen. There's my trading grid, my power grid, if you like. Daily up in the left. There's that inside day. Neutral to slightly bullish body. And then we have the 30-minute down here. You can see the grind through the UK session. That's the London Open. This is the Asian Open last night at 8 p.m. New York time. And you can see we really haven't done a whole lot here. And this morning is no exception here in the pre-market. So I'm going to let this thing open, guys. I'll let it play out for a few minutes, and then I will bring you back. And we'll see if anything shows up worth taking. See you in a bit. All right, guys, we're open, and we are rallying out of the gates here. So far. 40 seconds into the open. 44-point move so far there to the upside. Dropping down to the 30-second chart here, guys, instead of the 1 minute. This is the London Open, by the way, so you can see the London Open range from 3 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. How we've really gone nowhere to speak of. I'll take that off now to keep the chart nice and clean. Very much in sync here, guys, between the NASDAQ and the S&P. Nothing for me to do. Pulling back a little bit now on the NASDAQ, back into the open range, and still significantly above open range on the S&P. You can see that daily body is a little more bullish now than it was, of course. We are tapping into a fairly important zone from yesterday, guys. I wasn't here trading yesterday, but it's right there on the charts. Rejection, 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 and tapping into that now. This is a break and a retest of sorts here, guys, to the long side. All right, buy stop order. Buy stop order, guys, right above this little break and retest. Right there. Stop below. I'll fix this marker in a moment. There it is, guys. I am in. I was just adjusting my marker and got tagged in. Long the NASDAQ. Blasting right through that zone. I'm not asking for too much here, just looking for it to get to that zone right there from Asia of yesterday. Here on the open on election day. I didn't think I would take a trade here so soon. But that's a nice impulse, corrective, 1, 2, 3, little rejection wick, blasting off from there. Let's see if we can get through. So why am I long here, guys? Well, we have a neutral inside day, as you know, with a slightly bullish body to start the day. Very strong momentum coming out of this range. You can see how small these candles are coming in. When I had the chart zoomed in, those look much bigger, of course, but look at the relative size of this buying compared with everything else that happened overnight, like not even close. And that is a very, very bullish sign. Now, of course, I'm not touching that thing when it just blasts out like that from the get-go, right down here at the bottom of the open range, of course, because that's where we opened. Then we have the 1 minute open range set, another big shift candle. We finally get a nice little orderly pullback into the top of the open range, 9 above the 21, both EMAs rising very strongly now, of course. Total agreement by the S&P 500, and that was important to me on this. And then rejection wick, break above. This would have been an interesting little entry here too, but I waited for the break of the session high really to prove itself. Still not done yet though, guys. Anything can happen from here. All right, guys, watching this thing pull back now. We hit the 3/4 point. I am moving my stop to break even to play it safe on this, guys. Right there, stop to break even. There it is, guys. Stopped out a break even on this trade. It's a no lose trade for me. And as usual, I will let the video play out so you can see in hindsight whether this was a resourceful decision or not. So now I'll bring you back to see whether we hit the original stop or if we hit profits. And there it is, guys. So this one would have been a profit, guys, if I didn't move to break even, but that's okay. Playing at defense here on election day. So there's the ultimate outcome if I didn't move my stop to break even. So one of these times when the stop protected me, but also took me out of a winning trade. Have an amazing day, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Talk soon.